Barak Yahuwah, Barak Yahuwah, Barak Yahuwah. Shalom, peace and blessings and barakut to you and your entire house. Shalom to Yehuda and to Ephraim. Shalom to the former stranger, the former foreigner, the former ger, who was once formerly estranged from the everlasting covenant, but now having received the Ruach of adoption, the Ruach HaKadosh, who is Yahusha HaMashiach, and whereby now being engrafted into the olive tree, and whereby now being privy to the same everlasting covenant, promise, and inheritance that was given to Yashar'al and to Yashar'al alone. Shalom, my name is Miriam. Shalom to you and your entire house. Barak Yahuwah. The Master has sent me by today to speak to his people. Before I begin, I want to say I am truly saddened. I am truly saddened to see how much confusion, how much chaos is amongst his people. There's so much confusion amongst his people that even what is right does not fit in right with his people anymore. People take what is evil and make it good, and take what is good and make it evil. They cannot see beyond the veil because many are still walking in accordance to the desire of their flesh. And the Master cannot pour into someone. He cannot enter someone when somebody is walking in filth. So if you are still walking in filth, just remember something. The Master is the living Torah. He will not come and lay with another man's wife. If you are laying with Hashatan, who is your husband, if you are walking in the flesh, the Master will not transgress himself. He will not infringe on another man's property. And if you are laying with Hashatan, the Master cannot come and enter you. You must come. You must go to that threshing floor, and that place where there is deliverance, that place where you can seek him, where he will choose his wife on that threshing floor. You must go and beg him and hunger and thirst for righteousness. But the problem is, the Master said, it is easier for a camel to enter through an eye of a needle than a rich man to enter into life. Please hear this. The Master said, it is easier for a camel to enter through the eye of a needle than a rich man to enter into life. And the Master has come to tell you that you're rich, that most of you living in this westernized world, this westernized culture, you're rich. You have air conditioning. Most of you have air conditioning to go to. You have heat when you're cold. You have underwear to wear every single day of the week. You have shoes, you have socks. You have a warm meal every single day. There is no reason why anybody in this westernized world should be lacking food or lacking anything in this westernized culture. Even if you're on social assistance, you're rich, because there's 80% of this world where they don't know where they're going to get their next meal. They don't know what they're going to eat. They don't know where they're going to get what they're going to wear. They don't know where they're going to seek medical assistance. They don't know where they're gonna, if they have a toothache, how they're gonna seek medical assistance for that. So the Master has sent me by to tell you today, you are rich. And by you being rich, this stunts your belief. This stunts your lack. This stunts desperation. It stunts hunger and thirst for righteousness. It stunts your belief. So the Master wants you to understand that we must seek humility. We must be in a state of humility, to be humble, to be low, to be meek. This is a state of mind, and this is where the Master desires us to be. Does he desire us to give up all our possessions? Yes, he does. But does he ask us to go lay on the street and go beg for money? No, that's not what the Master is saying. Because to be hungry and thirsty for righteousness, to be meek and to be low, all this is a state of mind. And in this westernized world, it is very difficult. It is very difficult to have the requisite belief, the requisite hunger and thirst where the Master can come in and enter you. We must have a hunger, a true hunger and a thirst for righteousness. And most of you lack hunger, a true hunger. You lack thirst for righteousness. And because of this, the Master cannot come and enter you. Most of you wonder, why has the Master not come and made relations with you? Because you're rich. Because you are being distracted by this westernized world where it stunts your hunger, it stunts your thirst. We must be truly desperate and hungry for the Master. So we must seek him like we've never sought him before. We must be begging and begging in this season like we've never begged before, for him to come and pour his Ruach upon us, because most of you do not have his breath. Most of you are the living dead. Most of you say you're alive, but you know that behind closed doors you're walking in filth, and you know it. You must go to that threshing floor and hunger and thirst like you've never eaten, and like you haven't eaten in months, that you haven't drank a cup of water in weeks. This is the kind of desperation that we must have in order for the Master to come pour his Ruach upon us. If we are not in this state of mind, the Master will not come. The Master goes to and fro looking for a heart that is perfect towards him. And when he finds that one, he comes and makes his abode in that one, and he will be lovingly committed to that lovingly committed one. To follow the letter, that's not enough. Most of you are walking just following the letter. The Master desires us to walk in Ruach and in truth, to understand those deeper spiritual matters and apply them, not just be a hearer of the word, but to be a doer of the word. When you see your neighbor on the street, when you see someone begging for food, when you are not showing the true works of the Torah, you are not a living Torah, and the Master will not come. We must be living Torahs. We must be Torah made flesh, and we must be taken out of his side, where we too will do the true works of the Torah, where it's coming from above, because the true works of the Torah, it's not from below. The true works of the Torah, they are from above, and only his covenant people understand this. Most of you are following the letter. It doesn't matter if you've given up pork, and you've stopped following pagan days. That's not enough. And you're wearing your head garment and your long tzitzits. That's not enough. That's not enough. If you're still walking in filth and you're still walking in shade, the Master is not there. We must hunger and thirst for righteousness. We must be living Torahs. We must be living menorahs. We must have our lights shine so bright where when somebody sees us, they say, "Who is your Elohim? Who are you serving?" This is the kind of belief that the Master desires from us. The Master said, "Show me your belief, and I will show you my belief by my works." If you're not doing the true works of the Torah, you are still far from him. You are far from him. We are not just to follow the letter. We are to follow in Ruach and in truth, and hunger and thirst for righteousness, so the Master can fill us, so we can be filled with his breath. But most of you are far from him, because you're entitled. This world is so entitled. This westernized side of the world, and this Western culture is just so filthy and so entitled, and you're rich. And the government did this purposely to you, because he wants you to lack desperation. He wants you to lack thirst. He wants you to lack a thirst for Yahuwah, because when Yahuwah comes and he strikes this world down, when he strikes this world down, you're not going to be in a state of desperation. You're going to be like those foolish maidens. You're going to be like those foolish maidens where your oil is not filled. He wants a pure maiden, walking in Ruach and in truth, where your oil is filled. Please hear the Master. Most of you are rich. He said it is easier for a camel to enter through an eye of a needle than through a rich man to enter into life. He's coming here today to tell you that you're rich. You must hunger and thirst for righteousness. You must hunger and thirst for righteousness. The time is near. You must get on that threshing floor and beg like you have never begged before, because most of you are still walking in the folly of your flesh. Most of you are still walking in your flesh, and you're going to be left for the hour of trial where you're going to say to yourself, where you're going to know why you came to yourself, because his servants came by to warn you and you didn't take heed. So please hear the Master, and Teshuvah, the time is now. Yahuwah barak you and guard you. Yahuwah make his face shine upon you and show favor unto you. Yahuwah lift up his face upon you and give you shalom. Thus you shall put my name on the children of Yashar'al, and I myself shall barak them. So be it, so be it, so be it. Shalom.